Hi everyone, Brian Moses here with another great segment of our real estate tips. Hope you're enjoying these. Today I want to talk about closing the sale. Something that's pretty foreign to a lot of real estate agents today. For some reason, many agents out there think that, sales come naturally and that buyers are going to just say, hey, you know what, I'd like this home, here's a check. It doesn't work like that, as you know. I don't really like the term closing the sale, but everybody knows what that means. And when I reference closing the sale, what I'm talking about is specifically assisting the buyer or the seller in making a decision. That's what our purpose is in real estate, to assist them in making a decision. So for any of you that have adverse opinions or adverse feelings on closing the sale or that it means high pressure, that's not what I'm talking about. You can't make someone do something that they don't want to do, so understand that. But you can help someone make the decision if it's the right decision for them. So I want to give you some ideas on that today and some strategies. There are different techniques for buyers and different techniques for sellers. These few weeks I'm talking about buyers, so we'll stay with that theme, and we'll do tips on working with sellers in the future and how to close the listing and how to get them to list with you. But all of you have been out there showing property, right? And I want you to understand that buyers only need a couple of pieces of information to be able to make that decision. They need to know how much money it's going to cost them down, cash available, how much is it going to cost them, and what their monthly payment is. And that'll be important later and help them walk through the process. So we're looking at a bunch of properties, and I've been working with these buyers for a few weeks, and they go through a property, and if you've watched Managing Expectations tips, the video tip that I did last few days, we've talked about that. But assuming that they walk through the house and they really like this one, you can just see it all over their face. So I would say to that buyer, geez, Bob and Mary, I have not seen you light up like that on any of the other homes that we've shown you. It looks like you guys really like this one. Tell me a little bit about how you feel about this home. How's it feel as you walk through this home? Can you see yourself being here? Can you visualize yourself? Does this work for you? In terms of layout, forget about price, forget about terms, just in terms of the house, do you like it? How's it compared to all the other homes? Now, buyers many times will throw things up at you because they're scared. It's the biggest investment they're going to make. They're going to say things like, well, we really like it, but it needs a little bit of work. Or, the yard's really overgrown, Brian. Or, the carpets really need to be replaced. Or, we don't like the mailbox. Seriously, right? Okay, they love the house. You can see it all over their face, but they're going to throw some things up there. So, one of the tips that I posted, I didn't do a video on this, 2 words that have made me a lot of money in real estate, is what if? What if the sellers would be willing to replace the carpet or give you a credit for the carpet? Or what if the seller would be willing to take care of the overgrown yard and having it all cleaned up to your specifications? Or what if the work that you say the property needs to have done gets done subject to closing, so the sellers take care of it? What if we got the sellers to address the roof issue? What if? How would that make you feel? Would that be better? That'd be great, Brian. Do you think they'll do it? I have no idea, but we can always ask. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go back to our office and review the numbers to see if this even makes sense in pursuing? Again, there's no pressure there, but let's review the numbers. Let's look at what you're going to need for down payment and closing costs on this house. Let's look at what the monthly payment's going to be based on today's interest rates and see how that fits into your budget. And let's also see if I can reach the listing agent and get some insight as to what the seller's motivation is. How does that sound? Would you like to go back to the office and we can do that? And that's all I do. And 8 out of 10 times when you have some interest in a property, they'll say, yeah, let's go do that. Let's go look at the numbers. When I get to the office, I'm going to go through the process with them, show them everything that's needed to purchase real estate in my state, the state of New Hampshire. I'm going to show them the contracts, I'm going to show them the documents, and I'm going to say things like, let me just show you what's involved in buying a property here in New Hampshire, so that when we get to that step, which by the way is going to be in about 15 minutes, but when we get there, you'll know what to expect. So I go through all the contract and I'm filling it out. and I'll leave the price out. I'll call the listing agent in front of them. If I'm representing the buyer, which in 99.9 instances I am, I'll call the listing agent and say, hey, you know, what's the seller's motivation? Is there any movement on price? And I'll do this on speakerphone. Ask my buyers to be quiet. That way it shows that I'm an advocate for them. Do you think they'd come down? The house is listed at $229. How low do you think the seller would go if I brought you an offer today? So I'm talking as if I'm going to bring an offer. The listing agent many times goes, well, you know, they're really motivated. I think they'll take $200. I've just done a great job for my buyer. So it's really, really easy to set yourself up as a shining star. And those are one of the things that we're looking to do with you, is give you some little tips that help make the process quicker, easier and more efficient. I hope this is helpful. If you like these videos, put a post on my YouTube or put a post on my Facebook that you like the video. And for the first 20 people that do it, we'll send you a 70-page copy of my agent manual, which outlines my listing presentation and my buyer presentation. That'll be my gift to you for just giving us some feedback. So just make a note on YouTube or Facebook that you like these videos with some comments, and we'll send you a free playbook. We just need your email address. Take care and have a great day.